Can't believe we fucking did it. It is technically Sunday, but I said we were going to do a Saturday night stream. If you're on the West Coast, technically it's still Saturday. Holy shit. Normally I have a whiskey. I normally have a whiskey and diet on these streams, but oh my God, what a night. So I just did a crazy shift at the bar. Just put in like from 7 to 1. So only a couple hours. Oh, 6 hours, right? 5 hours. Can't count. Yeah, 6 hours. We had like 100 people in the bar tonight. Yo, what's good? Turtles in the building. Bro, that was a crazy Collecticon haul you just had. But as I was saying, there's like 100 people in the bar. Dude, get out of here. People are already popping in. Bro, this late? Yo, what's good, T-Beastie? Yo, what's good, Daniel? What's good, brother? Okay, I gotta finish what I was saying. So, I stopped at the card shop. On the way to the card shop, I did pick up some nice minty vintage stuff. And this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Like, it doesn't have to be first edition PSA 10 type shit. Yo, butt sauce, how we doing? What a random stream. Nah, I said in my video we were gonna do a Saturday night stream. On the West Coast, it's still Saturday night. On the East Coast, it's now Sunday, but same shit. Anyways, I worked a 6-hour shift. Served like a crowd of 100 people. I wanted the shift by myself so that I could not have to split my tips. Guys, I made like 500 in credit tips. I made like 200 in cash tips, maybe more than that, maybe 300. I haven't even counted it. I literally raced home, ran upstairs, had a chicken sandwich. Now I'm having my Diet Coke. But it was good money tonight. Not easy money. I fucking busted my ass tonight. I made so many fucking drinks. Bro, I don't want to look at another drink. I don't want to look at another drink. And I got to do it all again on Monday. So today technically is already Sunday. It's my day off. At 9:30 in fucking 8 hours, I got to meet a single mom with 2 kids. I got to meet her at our rental. I really don't want to rent out to people with kids, honestly, because then when you have to evict them, like then when you have to kick them out, you got to deal with the fact, like the ethics, the moral of like, fuck, dude, you got to fucking fuck up these kids' lives. So I'm hoping because she's a single mom that like she's not fucking around. Because, bro, we really need a renter. We need a renter, and we can't wait any longer. Alexandria, yo, what's going? How have things been? Congrats on the new place. I will talk about the new place and how things are going. Rocco, what's good? Bro, it was a crazy night. Bro, holy fuck. We had a crazy night at the bar. We had 4 live bands. Holy shit, bro. I should have hired help tonight. I have never worked so hard. Like, honestly, this is up there with, like, the top 10 hardest nights I've probably ever had. On top of that, doing a stream. On top of that, tomorrow, showing our other house for a rental. On top of that, I'm going to meet another bar owner tomorrow about working on my 1 day off. Fucking sometimes 2 days off. But, like, why am I doing this to myself? Why am I working so fucking hard? I don't know. I'm not working smarter. I'm working harder. And honestly, like, all the people on YouTube and the whatnot streamers, they're making a dickload of money just ripping people off. Like, bro, what am I doing? I'm not doing it right. You guys think I'm doing it right, but I'm not fucking doing it right. If I was doing it right, I wouldn't be fucking working so hard all the time. Fuck, bro. And the other thing is, like, I collect so much that I don't even have really inventory to sell. And it kind of bothers me. I like try not to let it bother me because I'm like, bro, you're a fucking real collector. Like, you're not fucking in this shit for the money. You're in it for the collecting. But something's got to give. I got to start buying stuff to flip it. So we went to the card shop. I already showed these, but we got some minty pack fresh vintage. We got a Flareon right here. There's a bunch of first editions, but these were so cheap. No, I did not pay the sticker price, but bro, These are some super clean vintage cards. And honestly, I have no regrets. So I'm gonna turn 280 into like 600 because I'm telling you right now, these are fucking mint. So these are gonna go for a decent chunk of money. I'll probably double my money on those, maybe a little bit less after fees. But I gotta hustle on YouTube. I gotta hustle with the streams. I gotta work more with the bar, and I gotta sell more on eBay because yeah, I need to make more money. I need to make more money. Real talk. Fucking A, guys. I hope you guys are having a good night. Rocco was good. Jack was good. Yeah, I appreciate the Mr. Beast. I appreciate that. I don't rent houses. We bought this house. I'm way in over my head on it, honestly. We're gonna make it work, but I owe like $550,000 on this house. Bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. Why, like, come on. I don't need you guys to help me out. Bro, I don't need you guys to help me out. I just need to fucking figure some shit out. Yo, Rocco, appreciate it, dude. $10 donation. Bro, appreciate that. Appreciate that, bro. Good stuff, bro. You're doing great. You're doing honest and admirable work. Also, I bought a Mega DNC PSA 10 for 3K because I love that mon and it's popped 5. Holy shit. A Mega DNC for 3K? Bro, I didn't even know we had DNC collectors like that. Bro, respect. Respect for like being a real one with that Pokemon. For real. Respect. Fuck, guys, I'm so tired. I'm so happy you guys are out here, really, because I'm like, bro, like, you're seriously gonna get home at 1 in the morning and then do a stream? Like, bro, like, come on, bro. This is not gonna work out the way you think it is. But you guys have already shown me that I was wrong, that already people are popping out. And it makes sense. It's the weekend. People are probably still up. I need some fucking caffeine. I'm dying, y'all. I would normally have a whiskey with this, but I'm fucking dying right now. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's so good. I don't know about you guys, but I'm becoming a Diet Coke addict. But yeah, the bar did really well tonight. I'm just like, what is the future of the bar? What am I doing? Like, how long can I go at this pace? How long can I work like this? Because I'm not getting any younger. And like, I'm also in this momentum right now. I can't stop. That's the other thing. I can't stop. Bro, I'm so happy it's over, bro. I'm so happy it's over. I gotta admit, like, owning a bar, like, being bartending, like, it's sick. It's sick, but I've had nights that were half this hard that I made close to as much money. So this was a tougher night for sure. Monkey VR, how we doing? I will say, like, although I'm working constantly, I'm home during the day, so we are enjoying the new house. I think we made the right move ultimately. And like, my family's taken care of, and that's the most important thing, that my family, we are set. We have a beautiful home, and it's just like my life is like everybody else's, just bills, trying to figure shit out. You know, with the sprinkle of like some fucking dope Pokemon pickups. Guys, I have some dope shit coming in. I have some really sick Pokemon coming in. I guess Monday is when we're gonna get 2 really big cards. I'm probably gonna drop a video on them one at a time, but hopefully they get here on Monday. Spring Avatar, Orion, we're gonna have a serious talk. Stop sending me Nidoking corn. It's a Pokemon, Orion. A Pokemon. What? Yo, Trevor, what's good? What's good, man? Patiently waiting for my Zapdos to get authenticated and shipped to me finally. Nice. Please, bro, what's your obsession with Halucha and Nidoking? Stop sending me Pokemon corn. I don't even know what that means. 1-5, that's like so weird. Like, what does that mean? 151 just got in, still doing live. Yeah, bro. Bro, we just started. We're 10 minutes in. We just started. Ryan, will you ever hop in a voice chat in your Discord and talk to the Discord homies? Absolutely. Absolutely. Why are you like this? You better play Steal a Brain Rot. Dude, bro, people that pop into my streams sometimes, I'm like so confused. I'm like, there's a human on the other side of that, like typing this out. Like it's wild. It's wild. Zoro 6'7". What? Do you ever see XY full art PSA 10s crashing when the market cools down? Dude, that's another thing. Bro, I think right now maybe we could have a crash upon us. There's some rumors going around. I think people want that. I think people are pushing for it. But like who the fuck knows what's gonna happen, right? Who knows? Dude, it's not just XY full arts, bro. I see everything crashing at some point. I don't think vintage is really in the mix though, because it's just harder to find. Bro, my shop was full. Bro, I went there today, there was nothing gradable. Nothing. You could tell that like anything gradable had been taken. Everything was off center as fuck. Bro, there was like very few vintage cards in the shop today, and I snagged these. Like everyone's looking around at modern shit. I was like, fuck that, bro. Base set Blastoise, bro. Dark Blastoise with a swirl, bro. Flareon from Jungle, fucking. Yes, I'd like some first editions, but I'm gonna pick these up in 10s at some point. I mean, I already have the first Ed Blasty from base set in a 9. But Dark Blasty and Flareon, I'm trying to pick these up in 10s for sure. So while it fucking kills me to let these go. Like, bro, I'd rather just spend my money just stacking up WotC Hollows. Like, honestly, just stacking them up in top loaders like this, like, that's how I actually kind of prefer to collect. I just like collecting these cards. I don't really want to do binders anymore. I don't even, like, half the time I don't even really want to grade, especially like I know better with cards like this. Like they're gonna hit PSA 7, PSA 8. There's literally no point to grading them. It could create value, but I could sell them raw so much faster. So man, it's gonna suck getting rid of these. Shawnee, from where are you? I'm a bartender. I run a bar. 151. Should I liquidate all my inventory? Everything is up in this market. I mean, bro, if you want to sell, sell, right? If you don't want to sell, don't sell. It pays to be lazy in this market, but we don't fucking know. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Turtle might have some insight. He was at a show here recently. He might have some insight. Prices might be dropping. Vendors might be wanting to get rid of stuff because you know a lot of people went in way too hard recently with this hobby. You know hella people went in too hard with this hobby. Some XY10s have corrected a bit. Kyogre and Groudon went from 5K to 3, 4K. Good shit, good shit. We're in Charlotte, North Carolina. I got a Groudon play promo. PSA 10, such a sick card if you're a Groudon fan. I love Groudon personally. I think Groudon is fucking sick. Groudon, Tyranitar, Rhydon. I know no one cares about Rhydon, but bro, like me and my boy were talking about the Gym Heroes first edition Rhydon and PSA 10, bro. That card's kind of low pop. Like nobody gives a fuck about it. Like that card's fucking amazing, right? So like I can't wait, bro. Gym Heroes Gym Challenge. Definitely want to pick up the 10s in Gym Heroes Gym Challenge. Even the 9s would be smart to pick up right now. Like modern cert 9s, honestly. But the 10s are super low pop, so that's why I'm trying to go after 10s because they're so rare. Like even if it's subjective, even if it's a gimmick, even if it's PSA grading the shits, like bro, they're just rare, right? There's 1,000 boxes, hundreds or thousands, potentially maybe 1,000, less than 1,000 of the vintage boxes out there in first edition. But the actual cards, like 100, 200, bro, that's fucking nothing. These cards are non-existent graded. So I know grading is like, I know it's a way to extract more money out of the hobby, but like, bro, those cards are rare. And they're all over the place, right? Neogen, like literally every WotC generation, the cards in PSA 10 are so fucking rare. Like, it actually blows my mind. I scroll past so many brain rot streams before I get here, so people probably roll in from there. You just need to believe. You just need to believe it's gradable. Bro, honestly, PSA 7, PSA 8 Blastoise could seriously change the value, but like if I list these and show the backs of these, like bro, look at the backs of these. They're fucking near mint. Like they're gonna sell. They're gonna sell. I don't even sell stuff like that often. So when I do, it's gone. I don't even want to sell it. I had the Dark Blastoise with 2 swirl. Bro, check out this fucking Dark Blastoise, bro. Fucking look at the swirls on this. Look at the swirl. You see that swirl? It's fucking sick. Bro, this card is so fucking sick. And they had a Dark Blastoise and a Dark Charizard in there in PSA 8 first edition. And I was like, Ryan, you've preached that it doesn't have to be 10s. Why don't you make an example and buy these 8s, bro? They're clean. They're clean. One was a 5 cert, one was an 8 cert. And I was like, oh, bro, these are so nice, even in 8s. And then you don't have to get the 10s, but I want the 10s. I want the 10s. We're going to go for it. We're going to fucking go for it. Making a statement. Rocco, do you think the DNC might still be a little safe from the crash because it's pop 5? Rocco, if you love the card, it doesn't fucking matter what I think. That's the real thing. But I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not gonna like just say some shit to make you happy. I'm gonna be real with you. Low pop does not necessarily mean there's demand for it. And this is the issue with all the WotC hollows that I love. Nobody gives a fuck about Flareon, right? For some reason, this vintage Flareon does not mean shit to people, right? Super low pop in Jungle First Ed 10. Even with these cards that I think are amazing, still a lack of demand, in my opinion. So low pop doesn't necessarily mean they're safe, but I think it's a niche card and the pop is so low, you might be good. But again, if you love the card, who cares, bro? Who cares? Like, bro, you're good. You love the card, you're good. I could see Modern having a crash, bro. Modern needs to have a crash, bro. Stellar Crown Squirtle was in the shop. You know how badly I like Stellar Crown Squirtle? I got my, where is my Stellar Crown Squirtle? Where the fuck is that bitch? Oh, my fucking back. Oh, my fucking back. Fuck, my back hurts. Oh. I have all my, like, trash slabs on the shelf because I don't care if they get sun faded or, like, whatever. I need to get blinds. But, bro, this guy right here, I am on the verge of just keeping this 9. Graded it myself, picked it out. Honestly, to me, looks like a fucking PSA 10. Clean as fuck. Super, super clean. Yes, the front's off center. Bro, I love this card. But fuck it, $300, bro? 300? I literally got all 3 of these fucking nice-ass vintage cards for $280. Like, bro, get out of here. So, yeah, I almost picked up a 10. And you know what's crazy? I was like, bro, if you even consider this, you need to check this card over. Because I bought a Greninja 10 that had a fucking, like, little smudge indent thing. And I was like, how the fuck did this get a 10? Bro, they had a 10 in the shop of the Stellar Crown Squirtle. Shit had a fucking indent on the corner. Probably by the grader. But still, I was like, bro, even if you're buying modern 10s, you better look at those shits in person. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to buy on eBay anymore. I'm only going to buy from my shops. If it's PSA 10 modern, only going to buy from my shops. My shops don't have vintage, not in high grades, right? My shops have raw vintage, which is why I picked up these beauties. But dude, I have such good luck selling cards. I just need to fucking put in the time to build up more of an inventory on eBay. And bro, I pulled all these shits out of my binder, bro. I pulled all these cards out of my binder. Bro, I'll just pull out fucking just some cards right off the rip. T17 Typhlosion from my binder. Neo Destiny Gengar from my binder. We got fucking Diamond and Pearl era Alakazam that I really want to get graded. Fucking Legend Maker Reverse Ghastly. This is a Gloom from Obsidian Flames that I was considering getting graded. Probably going to get a 9 on that shit. Fucking Pidgeot. Fucking, bro, I have so much stuff that I want to send off to get graded. I'm just like, bro, do you really want to grade these, or should you just sell this raw and have an insane inventory? Like, I could have an insane inventory. I really could. I have like, bro, look at that. I have so many vintage hollows. So many, bro. I really should just fucking get these shits graded. But I'm trying to calculate my moves right now. I'm just trying to buy PSA 10s right now. Venom, yo, I just got a girlfriend. I'm so happy. Bro, dope. That's important. Ah, fuck my back. Bro, my back. I fucked my back up. Literally, I didn't do anything strenuous. I mean, yeah, dude, I was hustling at the bar, but I don't know how I fucked my back up, bro. All I was doing was standing, pivoting, making drinks. I don't know how I fucked my back up. Like, this happens every couple months, and it's bad. Like, bro, I get a really fucking getting old, bro. I'm getting old, man. Ryan, did you see the Victini IR PSA 10 sale for $700? The fuck out of here. The new IR that was out of that fucking accessory, they had a stack of them at the shop for 16 bucks a pop. Should I that might be a play, honestly. I hope level X9s go down. Bro, level X's are sick, bro. Level X PSA 10s, bro. Those are like low-key kind of gold star vibes with the gold level X. I fuck with those. Especially the Gengar, Rayquaza. I think there's a sick Pikachu, but I think it's in Japanese. And there's other level X's I'm definitely forgetting. But Coops, yo, Sire's hanging out. Been here since the start. You have swag. Let's go. +1 for swag. Everybody in here has a little bit of swag. You know what I'm saying? A lot of vendors were like, Sun and Moon tanking. One vendor I'm pretty friendly with was starting to feel pretty bearish even on vintage. The Sun and Moon drops seem to have rocked him. Huh. Like, what kind of Sun and Moon drops? Like, the Latios. That shit had to drop, bro. Everybody and their mother was paying 10 grand for that card. That shit had to drop. So I'm buying that card. Once it hits like 5K probably, I'll be interested in it. But I'm happy to see a correction happen because we really thought it couldn't happen. We thought this boom was different. This would confirm that no boom is different. It's a matter of time. Also, that card was fucking super unstable. I mean, it shot up too much, too fast. Too much manipulation. Too many people with the card that were like, I can't let this go below this price. We're going to shill bid the fuck out of this card. That's what I think happened. It got shill bidded the fuck up. Yeah, modern cards are crazy. I got Rocket, Suicune X, and PSA 9. The card's so clean. I've seen worse 10s. Smallest scratch on his known, literally a millimeter, and that's it. I fuck with that. Like, when the card has like a tiny scratch or something, like tiny white dot corner, I'm happy with that as a 9. As long as it doesn't have a dent, bro. If it has a dent, that shit drives me crazy. A dent should be an instant 8. It shouldn't even be an 8. I don't even know if it should be a 7, because that's still technically near mint. I mean, yeah, maybe a 7 is okay. But I feel like 8, 9, and 10 should not have any structural damage to the card. Like, those little fingernail indents drive me fucking crazy. A lot of vendors were bullish on early SV. Bro, what? Bro, that shit's crazy to me. That shit's crazy to me. Like, oh my God. If there's anything I was super bullish modern, it would be nice ass megas, right? Mega Rayquaza. If I were gonna go into a modern play, like a mid-era modern play, it would be the mega level. It would be the Mega Rayquaza. I almost said the Mega Level X. Rocket got me looking for swirls. My Darkrai Level X has 4 swirls, boys. Swirls get the girls. The anything boss. Sold a Dark Blastoise for 200 or 250. Nice. I just picked one up for like 90 bucks. I'm probably going to push for 250, 200. It's super clean. Dejuan... U2 is the best, strongest Pokemon, dead or alive. Facts. Big facts. Big facts. Bry Camp, I really want my cards graded, but I don't know where to start. Do you recommend Fuck GameStop. No, I don't recommend GameStop. Bro, it's so easy. Once you do it the first time, it'll change your life. You'll be like, wow, I can do this. It just fucking, the process sucks, right? You pre-grade, you look at your cards, you think grading is going to be fun, and then you tell yourself, are these really going to get good grades? I've been there, bro, many times. I don't lie to myself anymore. I tell myself, this is going to get a 6. This is going to get a 7, but I'll be happy with it because it'll be slabbed. Fuck it. Honestly, I definitely have some regrets with the vintage slabs I just got back. And I'm like, bro, you should put those on eBay. But I'm like, no, just fucking build your slab collection. Just keep grading stuff because you want to grade it. But like, it's a dangerous road, man. If you're not sure you're going to get a really good grade, it's a dangerous road. Turtle, there's way too many Bitcoin millionaire market manipulator vendor D-bags at CollectCon openly talking about shilling. Yeah, because they can. And that's why the market for certain cards will continue to rise. Because people, that's the thing. If these guys get into vintage, which I'm sure they have, it's fucking cooked, bro. I'm shit. I know I overpaid for my Skyridge Gengar in a 10. I know I overpaid for that shit. But I really love it. I wanted it. That Flareon is sick. Appreciate it. Nothing to see here. I am 30. GT, old school cards move around in the slabs, as in, can they get edge wear over the years? I mean, potentially. Dr. Soda. Jesus. Bry. Shane, yes I do. 6'9", bro, we're all getting old for sure. Acid, nah, it was 860 in a 10. Bro, shit's crazy. Yo, that Lugia I got off Amazon. Shit's fucking dope. Bro, I love the toys. I'm a child. I'm a fucking child. I once loved a woman who wasn't clean. Guys, we need to talk about that, okay? You got to stop messing around with these women that aren't clean, okay? Hygiene is very important. You know, we can be degenerates where we don't shower, but, you know, for women, it's a double standard, right? 860 Victini is literally drowsy IR all over again. Except the drowsy IR is fucking good, though. It's good. The drowsy IR, I still think the drowsy IR is great. I have my 9. I'm keeping my 9. I'm like, whatever, bro. Whatever. We're not buying a 10. We're not doing it. Same thing with the Magikarp. I love the Magikarp, but we're not doing a 10. James, what's good? Tim, what's good, bro? What's good? Sold mine for $7,900 and was kicking myself when it went over 10K a month later. Tim, I think you did well on that. Honestly, I think you kind of caught the top on that. It's already back to where you sold at, and it's going to drop further. It's going to drop further. The pop is too high. It cannot sustain that, bro. Vintage cards with 100 pop are going to sustain. Not cards with 2,000 pop. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. I don't know. Dents are auto 6 or are supposed to be. Thank you. Jose, unfortunately, the only vintage I own is my old ass knees. Bro, you're not alone. Early SV is going out of print soon. That's why. A lot of cheap IR, SIRs. It's going out of print soon? Bro, they printed a fucking billion boxes. Bro, this shit is wild. This fucking out of print shit is wild, bro. Out of print does not mean shit for SV, bro. There's so much of it. I don't hate modern. I just think I have a real issue, like, being okay with the prices of modern. Like, IRs and PSA 10 for $50, $40, yeah, go for that. You know the Stellar Crown Squirtle, when this was 180, yes, I should have bought this at 180. 180 was solid, but I thought the market would cool further, 120, 130, 140. It didn't, or at least I never saw it. But like now it's 300. I'm like, bro, what? I think so many of these cards are going to get graded, guys. And unless PSA is going to control and manipulate that, which they will, I'm just not sure how, or just bad graders are going to let more 10s through, It's so hectic over there. How could they control what goes on? I mean, maybe with vintage, maybe with very expensive cards. They have certain graders assessing. But like with modern, I think there's so many 10s coming. I mean, fuck, dude, Turtle, fucking guy in our stream right now, fucking is a 10 machine. You guys, he's about to bring thousands of new 10s to the market of modern. This guy alone, I'm telling you, he's fucking good at what he does. And there's so many people like that. Actually, there's not. You are special, my man. But that, that's my fucking point. There's so much of it out there. And like, I'm not trying to piss anybody off. Maybe I'm coping, I'm missing out on modern moving up, It's all good. I don't touch anyone touching my cards before they reach PS. Straight up. Papa, stop by cards and pay my child support. I need some dippers. Oh, Dr. Rocket is in the building. Let's fucking go. Yo, Sri, I fucking love you, buddy. I love you, buddy. Penny, had a tough week. Found out my wife has been cheating on me with my brother, and they have decided to move in together. Wow. This just became a fucking soap opera. I hope you're like just trolling, because that's like literally some of the worst shit to ever happen to a human being, especially to a man. That's the type of shit to break you. Unless you're like, you know what, it wasn't working out. He can have her, I don't know. Depends how you look at it. I actually know a dude like that. His fucking brother, he was engaged to this girl. They broke it off. And then he ended up taking her in. They're not like a thing. She just lives with him. It's fucking bizarre. I've seen it all at the bar. I've seen every single type of relationship, every story. I've seen it all, man. I've seen a lot of weird shit. I've seen it all. Yeah, Tim, we were just talking about how at the show, the Latios Latias, it's dipping. So yeah, you might be good, bro. Yeah, rebuy, it goes low enough. Wenzel pulled Moltres. Good for him. I don't know who that is, but dope. I'll just have to do my homework then. So F GameStop, huh? Cool, thank you. Got a Lorcana pack. Iconic Mickey. Oh, nice. Faisal. Think the market will drop soon after Phantasmal Flame. The set after that with the Mega Gengar. Let's hope for it. Penny, I'm so sorry to hear that. What's the story behind how you ended up with 5 cars? Jackson's fucking, let's fucking go. All right, so real quick, I'm going to try and make this quick because I know this isn't relevant to Pokemon, but we're talking about whatever we want to with the boys. Okay, my 325i I bought because my dad wrecked my 1981 Datsun. I was originally a JDM fanboy. My dad wrecked that. All my friends had E46s. I bought a 325. It was the cheapest one I could find. And I fucking loved that car. It was beautiful. I've fucking beat on it since. And then my friends were like, bro, why the fuck would you buy a 325? Why didn't you buy an M3? So then, you know what I had to do. I had to fucking one-up them. And be like, all right, fuck you guys. And then I bought an E46 M3. And then, fucking like a year later, they had the audacity to be like, yeah, man, the E46 M3 is pretty sick. But like, why didn't you buy an E92 M3 with the V8? And then I'm like, are you guys fucking kidding me? So I bought an E92 V8. Then they're like, but bro, you bought the E92 V8. You could have literally bought something like a big ass like V8 or V10. You could have saved a little bit more, got like an old Audi R8. So I was like, all right, fuck you guys. I'm going to get a C63. And then I bought a C63. Every single car I bought from a sketchy dealership out in the fucking sticks, the cars were neglected. They had high mileage. I have 5 cars, but like every single one of them, even the Tiguan, our 2019 Tiguan that I bought for my wife, even that car, the fucking thermostat water pump blew on it. So it's like, I have horrible luck with the cars that I bought, and now they're all reliable. But yeah, that's the story on all the cars. Basically just buying cars that me and my friends were talking about. Now, I fucking need an F80 M3 or an F10 M5. I fucking need it. But yeah, that's the cars. That's the cars. Don't hate, guys. Don't hate. That's just the cars. What's going on? We're just talking about shit, talking about Pokemon. Delete your channel. Bro, I have so much time in my channel. My channel's finally doing well. If I were going to delete my channel, it would have been last year when I was like half-assing shit. Bro, I'm balls deep in this shit now. I'm like actually getting back to where it used to be almost. Like the ad revenue is almost there. Streaming, I'm realizing, is becoming like something that I should just do regularly. I'm literally thinking about doing a video during the day and a stream every night. Because if I did a stream every night, there's like, bro, you cannot lose. I mean, it's a time suck, but worth it. Yeah, bro, can't do that. Can't do that. Dude, 50 viewers ain't shit, bro. We are going to get to a point where we get hundreds of viewers in here because we're just chopping it up. We're keeping it real. So you either love it or you hate it. But, yo, how we doing, everybody? How we doing? Sean, what the fuck is dude ranting about? Whatever I feel like, bro. Lil Queefy. Bro, that's great. Lil Queefy. Dope stash, bro. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Took a lot of years to grow this stash. Guys, I used to have a baby face. I could not grow facial hair to save my life. I'm so happy that I can have facial hair now. I'm honestly like, shit's goated. Low-key, Turtle, low-key almost out of money. Should I cosplay as a vendor tomorrow or sleep until noon? Bro, you got to grind it out. You're there. You're there at the show. You got to grind it out. You got to grind it out. You got to keep going after them Pokemans. Azer, it's insane the Zard from Paldean Fates from 2 packs. I got it when it was 160. Now it's 300. It's not insane, dude. Zard always performs. Monster Vintage 9s is where it's at for sure. Sing! Bro, we're going to have karaoke night on Monday. I can't wait. Aruba, Jamaica. Oh, I want to take her to Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, dirty mama. Oh, no. Come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego. So we sing Kokomo at every single one of our karaoke nights, and I love it. Don't judge me. Don't fucking judge me. Ramon, yo, what's good? Greetings, great content. Are you going to do any butt stuff this weekend? Keep up the great work. Let's go. For butt stuff. Gonzalez, you definitely keep it real. Appreciate that. What's your favorite thing in your collection? Probably my Gold Star Rayquaza. Honestly, that's probably my favorite one in my collection. I constantly, like, even with my 10s, I still look at the Gold Star Rayquaza like it's the best thing since fucking sliced bread. Queefy, hell yeah, bro. My facial hair is still taking its time. It's okay, bro. That's the other thing. I look younger than I actually am. That shit sucks when you're younger, but when you get older, bro, it's an advantage, right? Even though you're getting older and time's passing you by, you're like, bro, I still look like I'm 20. We're good. We're good. Brandon, speaking of bimmers, just picked up the Adro bumper kit for the G80. Okay, Brandon. Okay, Flex with your G80. Bro, what's the insurance like on a G80? That shit must be crazy. The property tax and insurance must be crazy. I still want an F80 M3. I still think the F80 is better looking. Don't at me. I know it's slower, but like I literally don't care if it's slower. It's a better looking car in my opinion. But again, it's not like a comparison. I don't even have an F80. I still just think it looks better. I've heard the G80 is insane though. Be careful in that thing, my man. But these cars are getting less and less connected to the road. At the same time, maybe I'm just being an old head. Yo, greetings from Australia. What's good? Dude, the Jazzwares toys, the Pokemon toys are sick. Don't at me. Don't at me. The Pokemon toys are sick. Greetings, Earthlings. How we doing? Tony Nugget, think it's worth getting low-grade PSA vintage cards. I mean, it might not be, like, the wisest choice, but, like, depending on what your budget is, who cares, man? As long as you like the cards. Did you see Pokevault pull one in his last vid, the Gold Star Ray? Yes, and I fucking shit my pants when someone sent me that. I was so jealous, bro. Like, fuck, bro. That's like a dream of mine. Like, honestly, I probably take the Gold Star Ray over a first edition Charizard. That's how badly I love that card. And I really want a 10. But so far, I've seen 2 10s. They weren't the cleanest, but they're still 10. Man, one of my biggest regrets is the first Collecticon that I ever went to. There was a PSA 10 Gold Star Rayquaza. I think they wanted like 40 grand, maybe 50, maybe less than that. Maybe it was like 28 grand, 30 grand. It was something like, it was crazy at the time, like 2020, 2021. But like, honestly, I could have traded everything I had and probably got that. But he probably wouldn't have wanted to make the trade. But that's like one of my biggest regrets is that I didn't at least try to do everything in my power to get that card. I wanted that card before people were really fucking on top of that card. Like, I really wanted one. Before it was just a massive pump and dump card. But it's kind of always been a pump and dump card. Or that's what they were calling it at the time, at least. Jesus, you prefer looks over performance. Yes, 1,000%. Dude, the Mazda RX-7 is not a fast car. I mean, maybe you tune it and fucking build it the fuck out, but it's not a fast car. I love it. The Datsun 240Z, 300ZX, 300ZX, okay? Dude, I could list a million cars that aren't fast. E30, 325i, E36, M3. You know, even, you know, my E46 M3, my E92 M3. They're not fast, right? But they're beautiful. They're aesthetic. I don't know. Performance cars these days are getting out of control. For real, though. And people are wrecking the fuck out of them. I really want a fucking Lamborghini Murcielago, though. That would... I know it sounds retarded, and it is. Buying a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, this day and age, with the repair costs, maintenance costs, makes no sense. Even if you're a car guy, the parts makes no sense. Still want it. That's how fucked up I am in the head. Insurance is cheap. I pay $330 for 3 cars full coverage. Bro, what? You must have never gotten a ticket in your life. $330 for full coverage? I mean, I pay $120 for 5 cars. Well, actually, in hindsight, $120 for 5 cars on liability. It's actually pretty good, actually. But still, $330 for 3 cars full coverage is like crazy. It's actually really, really good. For full coverage, that's really, really good. And then when you get in an accident, you're not like me. You don't have to do all the legwork calling the insurance. Your insurance does that for you, which is clutch. That shit ruined my life for like 5 months. That shit ruined my life. I paid $220 for 2 cars full coverage as well. That's pretty good. Yo, Big Mike. Yo, appreciate you popping into the Discord, homie. Yo, it's cool how many people are popping out this late. I can't believe it. Poking holes. ETBs under 100 would be a good long-term investment. Bro, so I don't fuck with ETBs. They're too big. You don't get very many packs. It's not like they're going to have fun value later on in life when you want to open them. No one's going to open those. They take up a lot of space. They're kind of a pain to ship. I kind of don't fuck with ETBs. Unless you're going to flip them locally, kind of don't fuck with it. Lotus is sick. Lotus is sick for sure. Billy, yo, what's good, Billy? How we doing? Bro, I saw your text. It's been fucking work's been crazy. What are your favorite legendary birds of the 3? And then favorite dogs of the 3? Keep up the fire content. Yo, appreciate you, dude. Billy's the man, yo. Shout out to Billy. He got in a pretty bad car accident and he got some surgery and he's still fucking... We talk about vintage pickups. Like, he's literally in the hospital and he's like, bro, I gotta get this card. Bro, that's some shit that I would do. We are the same in that respect. Even when you're about to, even when I'm on my deathbed, I'm gonna be like, I need to get this card. All right, so legendary birds. I mean, if we're not counting Ho-Oh and Lugia, right? because you can't count them, right? We're talking OGs, Moltres, Articuno, Zapdos. Zapdos is pretty good. I like the design of Zapdos. I think more than I like Moltres. Moltres is kind of weird looking to me. I think Articuno probably, I don't talk about Articuno a lot, but I think the fact that I like Articuno so much from Journey Together goes to show that maybe I'm a bigger Articuno fan than I realized. We've got the Destined Rivals Moltres and the Zapdos from 151. I gotta say, the Zapdos from 151 is so good though. It's definitely between Zapdos and Articuno. I think I'm gonna go Articuno. Legendary Dogs, I think for me, it's such a tough choice. Raikou is sick. Entei's sick. Suicune's dope. Suicune has those Pokemon Crystal Game Boy vibes. And Pokemon Crystal is rare. So Suicune, like, to me, Suicune just embodies, like, the rarest dog of them all. But Entei is fucking badass. I'm going to have to say Entei, Suicune probably at the top. If we're going to go with Articuno as the birds, I feel like it's not fair to pick Suicune. Like, dude, the water types are goated. I'm going to go with Entei, though. I'm going to go with Entei. Suicune's so good. I'm going to go with Entei, though. Entei's sick. Bro, I would love to have the Neo Revelation Dogs PSA 10 first ed, but I'll probably get those in 9s. Like, there are certain cards that are such low pop that, like, I know I'm not going to get them in 10s. It's silly to even think that I will. Typhlosion, T17, Neo Genesis, getting that card in a 9 for sure. Perfect example of a card that's just not obtainable. Big Mike, I need to buy another GTR. Sold my last one before COVID. Paid $180 for full coverage on my Forerunner. Render-ins and home-ins. Bro, GTR, bro, good luck finding another GTR. That is an insane car. And I've heard the full coverage on those is like $1,000 a month because they're in another tier. Dread, yo, it's good. Big Mike, sealed booster boxes at PSA 10s. That's all I buy. Yeah, sealed boxes are PSA 10s. Solid. I'm definitely, like, I believe in sealed product, but I'm pivoting hardcore into vintage right now. Hardcore. I've always been a fan, but I haven't always been, like, I've always had one foot in sealed and one foot in, like, vintage and modern. All my focus is on modern, vintage right now. Babo, I see you through the cracks in your wall. That's like, bro, that's so weird. Why are people so fucking weird? Blastoise is my number one. Dude, Arcanine. Me and Billy been talking about Arcanine, bro. Arcanine is sick. Bro. Sorry, we're not talking about Arcanine. Arcanine's not cool. But, bro, there's some sick Arcanine cards. When you get into, like, species collecting, it's kind of interesting. Like, you see all the different variants of a Pokemon and all the different cards. It's sick. Like Dragonite, Fossil Dragonite, Dragonite EX, Light Dragonite, Arcanine EX, Light Arcanine, Blaine's Arcanine. Fucking sick, bro. Brad, what's your favorite Shining from Neo Destiny? Honestly, so I want to say Charizard because I love dragons. Bro, I don't know if you guys have seen. We're basically pirating the how to train a dragon. I forget what the fucking movie's called, but it's the live action How to Train a Dragon or some shit. Bro, that shit is fire, bro. Bro, I've been watching kid movies with Aspen and Diana and Asher. Asher's not really into it. He's not even 1 yet. But, like, bro, I feel so lucky to get to, like, kind of enjoy childhood with them and get into this stuff. And I love dragons, so that's kind of my thing with Charizard. Okay, first edition Shinings, though. I haven't ever had the Shining Gyarados. Like, really, like, I saw it in person at the last Collecticon. I really like the Cosmos Hollow, but because it has a dark background, it's hard to appreciate it as much. I think it would be between the Shining Mewtwo or the Shining Tyranitar, maybe. I really like the Shining Tyranitar. But the Shining Mewtwo, I think, takes the cake because he's, like, fucking badass like that. The Shining Mewtwo, I think, might be the best Shining. Fabian. Okay, my name's Fabian. Let's see. Turtle, there's so many cool random Suicune cards. Bro, the Crown Zenith Suicune card is sick too. Legendary dogs are peak. Gold's silver nostalgia, running around in the grass trying to get them to spawn. Bro, fucking dope. Brandon, I should have bought the O2 McDonald's Squirtle promo to 10 last year. It's sky high now. Yeah, I had a friend that bought that card when it was like 1,500, maybe 1,200. And I was like, that's so sick. But I'm just not into Japanese. And I'm glad that I'm not. Nothing against Japanese, bro. Japanese is goated. But I'm glad I just stick with English because it makes my life easier, guys. Just makes my life easier. It's not 1K. It's like $250 a month. It's no different than having a Scat Pack Red Eye. Huh. People just don't know what the fuck they're talking about then. That might have been when the GTR was brand new, though. That might have been when the GTR was brand new then. Nigo, what's good? Parts are expensive, though. Dr. Rocket Light Arcanine is one of the best. Dude, Light Arcanine is sick. It's what, 8,500 right now? Bobo. I'm not even going to read that, bro. That's just brain rot. That's a brain rot chat. If you got brain rot chat in here and it's not funny, like if it doesn't make me laugh, I'm not even going to read it. I got the 151 UPC Mew promo PSA 10 last September for 70. Dude, crushing it. And that is a beautiful card. Honestly, I fucking hate myself for not getting one of those in PSA 10. I had so many, bro. I could have graded all my copies and at least gotten a couple in 10s. I had like 30 copies from opening UPCs, bro. Fucking hate myself. If you mean grown-ass men that have more equity in cardboard than your home, yes. I wish I was this passionate about anything. Doctor, I just get the double hollow error, Shining Gary, problem solved. Bro, that would be sick. That'd be sick. Japanese is cool, but never forget what they did to Pearl Harbor. See, that's what I'm saying. That's like stupid. It's stupid, but it's funny. It's stupid, but it's funny. You guys want your stupid shit read? You fucking gotta be funny. Gotta be fucking funny. Oh, man. Yo, bro, we gotta work hard for the next 5 years so we never have to work again. Hang in there, bro. You're doing that for your kids. They'll have it easy in life. Bro, how far down? No, I wasn't that far down in the chat. The Ming Japanese has some amazing promos. They just got different rarities of cards. Some of my favorite Japanese cards are probably the Gold Star Play promos. Those fucking like 30,000 point promo, bro. Those are fucking cool, and those were super hard to get. The vending series is really cool, bro. Japanese has so much cool shit. I love Japanese. One of these days, bro. One of these days I'm going to crack. I don't know what PokeCards is, but this makes it sound interesting, bro. We're just shooting the shit. I'm doing a Pokemon Omega Ruby Nuzlocke. Never buy GTR new, by the way. We used to get 09 2012 for 35.45. Now throw stage 1 kit, flip them for 60.75. That's such a crazy card. My stool was runny today. Should I tell my doctor? There you go. There you go. Just don't be obnoxious. Don't spam with stupidity. But that's good. That's a good start. I want a 2015 white with amber interior. I can't do white. I got to get it all black. It's got to be all black. That way I fucking fry in the summer and I can cook eggs on my trunk. I once got a card that was worth... I feel like that could go viral. Like, you just get a black supercar and cook an egg on it. And people are just like, oh, I can't fucking believe this asshole is cooking an egg. I could... Bro, so many summers I could cook eggs on the top of my cars. I gotta try that one day. I'd do that on the 325. My beater. Once I get a card that was worth so much because it was encrusted in semen... Stupidity... Trying to do some Pokemon. Bro, I'd be doing Pokemon every day. Is that you, Ninja? Bro, isn't Ninja like a streaming god? That's the dude. I know it's like not an aspiration people should have, but I would love to get like big in like the stream game. Also, I wish I was better at gaming in general, even though that's probably a toxic place to stream. But bro, I gaming, honestly, and I think most men it is this way. Video games, gaming, but like just video games, bro. Video games, my favorite pastimes. Video games, fucking eating crazy good food. I love sushi. Fucking good movies. Like just binging out, like staying up ridiculously late, binging out on good ass movies. I passed out trying to watch the new Spike Lee movie. It's got I forget what's his name? I forget what that guy's name is. But yeah, I just love binging movies, collecting Pokemon, just collecting in general is so much fun. In our Discord, we were talking about like Zoids. Y'all remember Zoids? Those things were so fucking cool. Beyblades, bro. Nostalgia's that drip, bro. It's that drip. But yeah, dude, streaming would be cool. Honestly, streaming full time would be kind of cool. It's kind of just brain rot, but it's kind of cool. I cracked it, bro. No, I can't read that, bro. VS series like Karen's Umbreon and Rocket Tyranitar are sick. I do like the VS series, bro. Those are sick as fuck, bro. And they're the same Gym Heroes vibes. Lurk, have you ever pulled a card so crazy it made you fart? Be real. Not yet. But I'm excited for that day, bro. I'm excited for that day. I can't remember the last time I got really, really excited for a pull. It was probably the Alt Art Tyranitar from Battle Styles. That's probably the last time I freaked out. Tim. Fuck, I'm biting this, bro. I'm like so stressed with bills and like just like figuring shit out lately that like, bro, I don't know if y'all can see my fingers. Bro, I'm like biting this shit out of my hands lately. Like I've fucking totally relapsed. Like the anxiety is real. So we have, bro, but huge news. Even though I keep saying we have a renter, I'm stressed out about it because it is a mom with 2 kids, and that's like that could be dicey because you don't want to have to evict a mom with kids. But yeah, she's like desperate. She wants me to show her the house at 9:30 tomorrow. They're moving here from Virginia regardless. They need to move in on the 26th. I'm like, bro, that's right around the corner. I could secure the bag this month and have a renter and have cash flow. So, and like with kids, and they're like 2 and like 4. So like the kids are young, which means like they need a place to grow up in, which means that would be a stable renter. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Is this a bad idea? Is renting to a family a bad idea? Or no, Ryan, it's a beautiful thing. I know, but like, is this a bad idea? Should I fucking bail on it tomorrow morning? I don't know. I feel like I should go through with it and just at least meet her and like get a vibe for like, does this person have their shit together? And like Diana's passed out, but I'm like, you saw you because Diana is like does secretary stuff for me low key. She like looks over all the Zillow applicants and she never responded to me. I was working tonight and I was like, what's the income? Because if she's not making 100K, I don't know if like I just don't want to deal with someone fucking me over on rent. I can't go through that, bro. All right, sorry. Tim. Dude, I don't know about you, but I told myself not to collect Japanese because once I start, there's too many cool cards and I won't be able to stop. That's the thing. I'm the same fucking way. Like, once I start, I cannot stop. So, dude, you're not wrong. Doctor, see the Metroid Prime 4 Direct? Definitely copied Corridon and Miradon. Interesting. I have not seen that. Bro, that just like Metroid, like, bro, it makes me like think about like GameCube and Nintendo 64 and Smash Bros. And like playing with my friends. Bro, I sucked at Smash Bros, by the way. I hated playing with my friends because they were all so fucking gnarly at it. I feel like I got shafted not growing up as a Nintendo kid. Like Pokemon Game Boy was the only thing I had Nintendo wise, but we were always a PlayStation family and an Xbox family. And like if you were a PlayStation Xbox family, you like most likely sucked at playing GameCube or like Nintendo Wii. Bro, remember the Wii? Bro, that shit was trash. Except for like Wii 10. I miss Halo. I wish they'd fucking make good Halo games. Halo had an insane, like, good storyline, and I don't know why it had to end. Like, it's amazing that even when they have these money trains of like super popular franchises, they somehow just fall flat in the next generation. Anyways, so it's still fire. Streaming is not fun every day, just some days. Been enjoying Pocket as well. Karen Zumbrion popping off. 6K plus, goddamn. Biz, you know fan fiction is, and do you like fan fiction? I don't really know what fan fiction is. Orion, Salaman's 184 PSA 10 is starting to rise. Over 300 and rising. I saw like 310 was a quoted sale. I think 320. Dude, that card is going to pop off. If everything else gets to fucking pop off, that card's going to pop off. And I fucking deserve it to pop off. Because I am in way too deep on Salamence. I don't think I'm ever going to buy a modern card like that again in that volume. That was a fucking crazy play that I made. And it wasn't even like, it wasn't even remotely genius. It was just blindly buying. I mean, it wasn't blindly buying, but I was just buying like the cleanest raw copies I could find. And it was shortly after release because I believed the set would perform so well. And bro, I got burned. My PSA 9s, which I have like 17, 16 PSA 9s, they're worth the raw cost, $75. Fucking crazy. The card is so nice for 70 bucks. It just blows my fucking mind. I was buying them for 100, 115. The ones that 10, I'm up on those, but I need to be way more up to make up for the whole play. It's fucking, I don't know why I did that shit. Them fingers fucked up. I know, it's fucking anxiety, bro. Fucking providing for a family all by myself and trying to keep up with Pokemon. Bro, look at me. Look at me. Fucking, I don't sleep, bro. It's fucking unhealthy. But also, like, you only live once and sleep is for the weak. No, really, bro, I need to sleep more. And I gotta fucking get up early tomorrow to show this fucking family this rental. And I'm like, oh, God, is she gonna bring her kids? I hope she doesn't bring her kids. That's gonna make me feel even more guilty. I know the house is gonna be perfect. There's literally nothing wrong with the house. So there's no, like, I have nothing to worry about. I'm just worried. Kids in there fucking stuff up. That's what kids do. They fuck shit up. Is this good karma for me? I don't know. I'm gonna be like, lady, I'm a YouTuber and a streamer, okay? I'm gonna let the whole world know if you don't pay rent. No. Spidey, you're like the Amazing Spider-Man. You like the Amazing Spider-Man 2? Is that like the newer one? I've always kind of liked the Spider-Man films. Not like a huge fan of it. Not even like a big Marvel fan. I think that's kind of a funny phenomenon. Like people were like big into Marvel. Like I was never that guy. Now Iron Man, whole other fucking story, right? Iron Man is fucking incredible. Literally any Iron Man movie, fucking the colors, the red, the gold, Iron Man is amazing. I love Iron Man. Iron Man's sick, bro. Yeah, that Iron Man is probably my favorite superhero just because he's rich. He's rich as fuck. Honestly, I like Iron Man more than Batman because I'm like, Iron Man does some crazy shit with his money. Batman, you're wearing a fucking mask and zipping around and flying around with a cape and you're still not using anything lethal. You're just still punching dudes. Iron Man's like, nah, we're not playing that. We're not playing that. Like, bro, fucking, you're not going up against Iron Man. All right, Danimal, why do you keep buying multiple big cards back to Why do you keep buying multiple big cards back to back? I'm sick. I need help. That's good news. Probably going to hold on to my Salamances now. I'm so sad about Charlie Kirk. It's sad. Dude had kids. It's sad. I genuinely don't understand how a normal person can afford multi tens of thousands of dollar cards. I'm not normal, brother. I've never been normal. I'm a workaholic. Normal people don't subject themselves to the kind of hours that I work. And then the insanity of making YouTube videos back to back every day, which finally my ad revenue is picking back up. Thank God. But I get it, bro. I get it. It's not like I can afford half of these cards. I literally run it on a credit card, which right now I'm trying to get my credit card extended, and that got denied. They won't give me more than 50 grand credit. So I don't know how everybody else is doing it, but I don't shell out my cash for these cards. I put it on my card. I pay it off. I sell other stuff. I've been sitting on. And that's the other thing. I've been in the hobby now for 5 years. I have a lot of stuff that's gone up in value. I've got money that I can pull from all different places. So, but to be fair, no, I don't got it like that. I just make it work. And if you really want a card, you got to try and make it work. That's all I can say, you know? Or you budget and you buy the cheaper version. Like, I'm not doing things the smartest way that I could. Metal Sonic fan, I subscribed. You appreciate it. Let alone multiple cards in short succession. Well, I did sell the Lugia, and that's the thing. When I get cards that I'm unhappy with, I sell them quickly. That Lugia, I think I made like 1,500, like pretty much a week or two after owning that Lugia because I was unhappy with it. So that's a lot of money to pull in on that one card. Plus, I got the entire principal amount back. Also, like, for example, tonight I banked like $700, maybe $800 in tips. Tonight's one night, right? I've also got my ad revenue for the day. I've also got my eBay sales for the day. Just got to hustle, bro. And even that is not enough. I'm just chipping away at these big cards. Does anyone remember Pogs or Crate? Which I really am hoping this rent, if I can get this rental income, it will offset my mortgage and then I'll have more money for cards. That's literally how I think. I breathe and sleep cards. Does anyone remember Pogs or Crazy Bones? I have no idea. Dude, Small Soldiers was fucking sick. That was a great movie. Don't put yourself in that situation. It can dirt bad really quick. Just tell her you can't have more than 2 people. Oh, yeah, we're talking about the rent. 2 people due to insurance reasons. Yeah, bro, I don't know what I'm going to do about this rental thing. Like, my wife's like, oh, look, we found this. And I'm like, babe, like, what are you thinking? Like, why did you agree to this? I'm the one that has to get up at 9:30 in the morning in 8 hours. I'm sorry, I'm going to wake my kids up right now. I have to get up in the morning and meet this person. I'm not even interested in renting to them. But it's a family. I mean, it's a good thing, right? It's a stable thing, I think. But kids, bro, kids fuck everything up. And then a single mom, like, what if she doesn't know how to deal with something or gets into a issue? Like, there's no man in the house. And then once there is a man in the house, not saying there has to be a man in the house, but what happens if he's a bum? If, like, she meets a guy who's a loser who moves in with her? I'm definitely thinking about all this shit, bro. I'm like, bro, this is your one chance to pull in extra revenue. Like, you can't mess this up. Lily's Caferi is also getting bought out, PSA 10. I like Lily's Caferi, but not like that. Small Soldiers was dope. Needs a remake. Melon, Zaddy chill. Zaddy chill. I'll always miss the Halo 2, 3 Xbox days. Bro, Halo 2 and 3 with the homies, having pizza, playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Bro, that shit was goated. I had a great childhood. I don't know about you guys. I had a great childhood. me and my nerdy ass friends playing Halo, Yu-Gi-Oh, eating pizza. It's not like that was the peak of my life, but I have very fond memories of it. Reach is pretty good. Guys who loved it retired after Halo 3, and then it was all profit. XY gold cards are underrated, even in the current market. Those are pretty sick. Those gold cards are pretty sick. How we doing, Lord? How we doing, everybody? I'm sorry. I need to catch up this chat. I'll sleep when I'm dead. Are you Harry Potter? She's gonna bring her kid. Nah, bro. Nah. Hi, I will sub. Appreciate you. Billy, hey, bro. Is Dark Espeon up there for you in the best dark cards in the vintage era? I have a buddy with Dark Espeon in a 10. It's an amazing card. It's never been a card that I've like, I have to have this card. My opinions are always changing, though. Far cards, Batman could fuck up Tony Stark. Far cards, come on, guys. All right, we need to have a vote. Who's winning, Batman or Iron Man? Don't say Tony Stark, because at the end of the day, like, maybe like without their suits and shit, it wouldn't be a fair fight. But like, well, yeah, without their suits, Batman probably because of his training. But with the suits, bro, game over. Game over. You will make it work if you really know what's up. Like, I feel like it would be good to rent to a family. I'm worried about these kids, the liability of it, them drawing on stuff, kicking in the wall, like, The Real Tech Geek, what's up, dude? You're live very late. I know this is the first live we've done like this. Abyss, most expensive figure you got in the background. Oh, dude, the figures aren't expensive. I don't know. The Lugia was like $30. The Rayquaza's pretty cool. Dude, the Jazzwares Rayquaza's fire. Julian, I do not vape. I have not had a vape in such a long time. Pokemon needs to tank. Looking forward to it. Let's hope. Pokey boy, cardboard nerd, you're still live. I know. We got an hour. I got off work, bartending at 1 in the fucking morning. I'm a real one, guys. I'm a real one for this. Also, anybody who's in here, this is historic. This is the first live we've ever done at this time of night. Literally, no scheduling, no nothing. Random live stream started late at night. Y'all are here to witness it. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Did you hear about the 4 mil sale on eBay for the Illustrator? Wait. PSA 9? It wasn't a 10? It was a 9? It was a 9 for 4 million? Oh my God. Is there even a 10? Because if there's no 10, that would make sense. Oh, there it is. There's the first yawn, bro. I need my dose. Fuck, bro. I'm running on Diet Coke. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. I love the Illustrator, but I guess that's never going to happen for me. Very historical card. Very cool. Dennis, is this a recorded stream? I mean, we're live right now. I mean, it's being recorded, yeah. Where is he reading the chat? I'm reading the chat. Dude, Rock Band was fucking ill. I was dope at that game. I do not have Garbage Pail. Pizza for bro. Pizza's goated. Never been in the real estate space. Did you hire an attorney for the rental agreement contract? How does it work? Zillow. We're doing everything through Zillow. They handle the money. It gets direct deposited into my account, or at least that's how it should work. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Dude, Halo 3 split screen campaign was the shit. Why did local co-op have to go away? I know, right? I know. These kids don't even know what Beyblades are. I have Dark Espeon pulled when it came out. Sick. Tony Stark, Batman. Bro, Batman trained with the League of Shadows. Bro's going deep in the lore. I'm Jewish. That's my ethnic background. I'm white and I'm Jewish. But I'm a terrible Jew. I didn't do all of the official Orthodox things that Jews are supposed to do. That's why I'm into Pokemon, right? Because if I was a good Jew, I probably wouldn't be into Pokemon. I know tons of families, they all have their walls scratched and shit. No hate, just real. No, that's what I'm saying, though. That's why renting to a family is probably a bad idea. It wasn't paid, so that $4 million wasn't paid. Danimals, Dan. Bro, the debt is scary, though. That's a lot to carry. Dude, you know what's crazy? For me personally, when I go into debt, when I carry debt, right, I still have assets. I have equity. My equity, my value of my collection so far outweighs any debt that I know if I had to get out of it, it wouldn't be an issue at all. The other thing is the assets, right? My equity being like, I mean, shit. Other house is valued at like 450, 475-ish. This house is valued at like 815, 820-ish. And the equity we have in it's like 170-ish, 180. My Pokemon collection's like 500, 600, 700, somewhere in there. I'm probably like, I don't like to talk about this. I don't like how it sounds. I don't like how it looks. But the reality is that little bit of debt really is little in the grand scheme of all the assets. So I'm not worried about it. Plus, I've been through this before. I've done it so many times. When you've done this so many times and you've always gotten out of it, that's why my wife, she doesn't give me any shit about it because she knows that I will figure it out. I always do. Also, if these cards double in price from where they're at, this price now looks cheap. People are like, damn, respect. You bought the gold stars when they were $1,000. Bro, when I was buying gold stars, I was broke as fuck buying those. I could not afford them. Like, real talk. And I can't afford the cards I'm buying now, but we make it work and we'll figure it out. It is stressful, but also when you get under that kind of pressure, like the whole pressure creates diamonds. It does in a way. When I'm under pressure, I work better. When I'm not under pressure, I start to just, I don't know, I get complacent. When things are good, when I have money in the bank and no debt and I'm not buying cards, I get super complacent. I fall out of touch with everything. And I get bored and I get depressed and I kind of feel like I'm doing all the right things, yet I'm like unhappy. Fuck up. Do the wrong shit. Be mental. Like, make mistakes. It's okay, but also within your means, right? I have a really good job. I last year did like 120-ish, 120, 130 on paper, right? So there's, I try to be a good boy about paying my taxes, but we'll leave it at that. I don't know what your budget's like. Everybody has their own way of coping, but for me, it's kind of like, nope, I figured out. I always figured out. And also, it's whatever is in my credit limit. There's a reason I can't get more credit. There's a reason I can't get a higher line of credit. This is the first time I've ever been rejected. So, and I think it's because I didn't pay it all off before applying for more. So what I'm going to do now is pay everything off, and then in 2 months, I'm guessing everything will be dealt with in 2 months-ish. In 2 months, I'm going to reapply, and I'm going to try and get a higher credit limit. Because ultimately with Pokemon, I want to go all in with it, and I want to build up inventory of high-end cards and vintage raw and modern cards for grading. Because I've been buying way too much stuff for the PC. That's the only thing that's unhealthy, is I've been buying way too much stuff for my PC, and I haven't been looking at it like a business. But that's also one thing I'm very critical of in this hobby, is that everybody looks at shit as a business. Very few people are actually collecting because they're obsessive. I love the obsessive shit. Be obsessive. It's awesome. Okay. Moving down. Realistically, though, how much monetary damage are kids going to do? Probably won't outweigh months of lost rent. 5,000, 6,000. He's right. Turtle's right, though. And then you're helping out a family. That's a good thing. Like, who knows? I could fucking, I don't know. I could go there, check up on them, be like, hey, how the kids doing? Like, I don't know. It could be a good thing. Thinking about a big trade, sell off various items to get 7K, sell my big promo cards, Van Gogh pick a, Scream pick a, for a crystal card PS sign, back some cash to get 14K. I don't know, bro. That's the other thing. Like, only you know what's best for you. Save yourself from an independent mon. They always ask for a lot. That's kind of funny. Pookie, how we doing? Jackson, a single mom is going to move in her new drug dealer boyfriend and turn the rental into a trap. Then DCS will show up to take the kids. Joking, but it could happen. No, like, dude, that's the thing. Like, I don't want a fucking bum moving in. How are you feeling about the new megas? I'm okay with it. I'm interested. Like, the Charizard, the Mega Charizard SIR is gonna be sick. Austin, sorry I'm late, bro. You're good. You're fucking good. It was a super late stream. Danimals, I feel your love for cards. I'm the same way, but no cards are worth carrying that much debt. It is insane for a fucking piece of cardboard. You're not wrong, brother. But, like, everything is so expensive right now. Everything is so expensive right now. Like, I'd rather have one very valuable rare card than a closet full of boxes. You know what I'm saying? No cards are worth that much. Please don't extend your credit for cards. People grow into their space. Next, you'll have 100K on the card. Bro, I hope I have 100K on the card. Because that means I'll be going after some crazy cards. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, it's fair. Fair. But I'm no idiot. I know what I'm doing. So does that make you Jew-ish? Yes. Happy Gilmore, have you had any run-ins with gangbangers or thugs? Positively or negatively? Yeah, I have. In my lifetime, I have. We're not going to get into that, but I made some terrible choices when I was a younger guy, and everybody has. And here I am now with a totally new life, and we'll leave it at that. That's the coolest wall I've ever seen. Appreciate you, Randalls. Real Tech Geek, Armenian, German, Lithuania, Polish, Jewish. Whoa. And I'm Christian. My wife is Chinese. Opinion on XY Fates Collide. Umbrella, dude. Fates Collide is sick. Those cards are sick. No one cares. Cap. Bro, cool story, bro. Don't add more debt. They'll actually damage it. Please speak to your wife. Magic. If you rent to a family, I think they wouldn't move out for a while because it's more complicated for them and the kids grow up. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a trap for me, but it's a trap for them too. I don't know. I'm gonna meet her, right? I gotta think this through, but I want to at least meet her. And if like we vibe really well and I have really good, like, I'm not the best judge of character, right? I've had a lot of people backstab me. I've had a lot of shit friends. But I like to think since I've been working the bar that I meet people every single day. I've become a better judge of character and bullshit and like facade. So we'll see what happens. Daniels, I'm not normal either. I have a career and spend more than 40 hours a week on my card business as well. My annual revenue from cards is significant. My collection is significant, but I can barely justify. No, well, and there's plenty of people out there that do very well for themselves. And they're like, Ryan, how can you do this? This is fucking crazy. I have cut off ties with a lot of people that have always, what's the right word? Have always condescended or degraded the type of plays that I make, the cards that I buy and the amount that I paid. And I got a lot of shit the last couple years for cards that I bought. Now, yes, it's fun to be like, look at me now. Look at the cards that I have now. How are we doing? But I understood why people judged and looked down on my decisions in the past because it was fucking insane. And it's still insane and I'm still doing it. But genuinely, I love these cards so much. I want to have them in my collection so much. And I see Pokemon as a franchise. There's so many people talking business. I know so many people making so much money off of Pokemon in all the wrong ways that because of them, because of like all of the investment talk, the content in our space, buy this, buy this, buy that, like, bro, it's never going to go anywhere. Too many people are doing it right now. When you see that kind of growth and you know that it's just going to continue, there's only one thing you can do. Ride the wave. And I didn't know things were going to work out. Now I really know things are definitely going to work out, right? We didn't know in the past. And maybe we still don't know now if things are going to continue to grow. But historically, like collecting antiques, the oldest Pokemon cards are what I'm interested in most. They're basically antiques. I can't see anything going wrong with that. I just can't. And I have too many friends personally that are going after the same similar shit. We're all trying to go after this shit. We're all trying to spend money. I know OGs that have been in this hobby for longer than anybody else. They're still buying the cards. I know people that have been in since the very beginning. They are still, like, because of them, I have the courage to continue collecting the way that I do. Because if they can see how expensive cards are getting, and even though they're pissed about it, they're still willing to buy some of their favorite cards, I'm willing to as well. You're doing it right, but wrong. We'll talk tomorrow on Discord when I'm sober and can process your situation. Might have some things that can help. Rent to a couple. They're more neat. Well, we had there was a couple that came and we showed the house to. We've had so many family applications that I've ignored. So I don't know why she thought this was okay to go ahead and tell this lady that I would meet her in the morning. But we had a couple that I just showed the house. I spent all day cleaning the fucking house up to show them. Cleaning the gutters, leaf blowing, cutting the grass, whatever. House looks perfect. We show them the fucking house. They get out and they're like, yeah, everything's perfect. We just have to sublet our apartment. I'm like, oh my fucking God, you wasted my time. You wasted my time when you don't even have the money to move in. And you're talking about renting your apartment out? Are you fucking kidding me? And this is when I realized people are just like this in the housing market, buying houses. We did it too. So it's hypocritical of me to be like, it's shocking. Because it's the same shit we did to our realtor. We dragged his ass around for a year. But to be fair, we actually had the money to make shit happen. We just didn't like any of the houses we were looking at till we found this house, which is a big brick colonial. So that's what I wanted. I got what I wanted. But I guess it's the same shit. People are they want to manifest. They want to look at something that they aren't even ready to do. And so it's crazy. It's crazy. Zillow is this person makes 100K. They can afford this. I'm like, okay, let's show them the place. And then it's like, oh, but we have to sublet our apartment. I'm like, oh my God. Why are you doing this to me? Cardboard nerd. Are there bags that fit nicely on the PSA graded slab that has the bumper? Yes, the Ultra Pro team bags. You can buy for my PC. I love Pokemon for the hobby, not for the monetary gain. Nancy Alvarado. What's my starter Pokemon? Bro, you a Squirtle. You a Squirtle all day. Liked and sub from Mississippi. Yo, appreciate that, caretaker. No, man, a bigger company can help them. They got programs. Nigo, do you ever plan on collecting all Tag Team and PSA 10? Most of the Tag Team and PSA 10. I want the Espeon, and Deoxys, the Umbreon Darkrai. I want the Togepi really bad. Those are the ones that I kind of got left that I really want, and then the Latios. So I'm good there. Do you think 14K for Crystal Charizard and a 9 is too much? No. As long as it's a clean copy, absolutely not. I could not find a clean copy. I ended up buying a 10 for 10K when people thought I was fucking mental. But I started buying 10s because I got so fed up with 9s. But 9s can be good. They're just a gamble. They're a gamble like everything else in this hobby. Always work better always work better under pressure. Have made the best decision in Pokemon when I go all in. Thank you. Inflation is taking the fun out of collectible things. It's my opinion. I swear I'm not trolling. Foamy, Squirrel, pray for Charlie. Big Mike, she could be a nice woman. Just make sure she's like a second wife because she might drive yours insane. Especially when she pulls the heartstrings when she can't pay rent. Well, that's the thing. Zillow handles this. I'm very interested, like, how Zillow goes about, like, once rent isn't paid in the contractual agreement, like, they have, 2 months to move out or some shit like that, or they have to pay the security deposit up front. So maybe I get $2,200 and I get last month's rent, so I get a couple grand up front. That would show me that, like, she means business and, like, she's gonna pay rent. I don't care what damage happens to the house. It was a shitty house to begin with, but we put a lot of heart and soul into it. I'm gonna be bummed out when the marble countertops in the kitchen that me and my dad installed together. I'm gonna be fucking bummed out when there's fucking coffee stains on that shit. And it's just fucked up, but whatever. The animals, you having assets doesn't make a difference when things aren't instantly liquid. I don't mean having some debt is bad. If you do it right, debt's helpful. If you carry that much, you are never clearing your debt, so you are getting crushed on interest every month. That's true, unless Pokemon outpaces the interest and I'm paying it off quickly. My local hobby store forbid opening Pokemon cards in store because it's almost gambling. Interesting. Brandon, I trust you, Ryan. You should trust your gut. You should be going to the bank and asking for a business loan. You have assets, show them on paper, say you want to keep it. Right, a business loan for sure would be the official way to go about it. But I fucking hate talking to the bank. Whereas a simple call for a credit extension, it's always worked for me. The thing is you're missing is the balance. If you run your business well, you can collect for free. I've spent over 200K this year. Some of that stuff is PC, some of the more stuff to roll. Nice. Bought a ton of SV era when nobody knew how great it was. I invested 10K, valued at 51 right now. Crazy work. It has all been funded by the business though. I made $5 million from making masks and I have 0 social media, so nice. Doctor, what? It's always honestly fascinating to me how people make money. I met this guy in the bar that makes like several grand a day selling furniture. Like he crushes it. It's amazing to me how other people make money. I'm like, maybe I'm in the wrong thing. What do you think this experience like for kids collecting Pokemon today? It can't be as fun as we had it. Oh, hell no. They're scrambling for whatever they can get. It's not like they have options the way we did when we were younger. Hobby more like an investment. Cardboard, Gorman, yeah, probably Dr. Rocket, but maybe just a different way. Incognito, OG Japanese, most slept on for sure. I've been in Pokemon since released in the US. I've spent less the past 8 months, but I'm still picking up things I like. Not what the market tells me to like. Abyss, yo, what's good? What's your opinion on people who are only into Pokemon for its money value than actually appreciating Pokemon cards in general? It fucking sucks, but it's part of the ecosystem, and they can be helpful when they find something that you need. OG Japanese stuff is cheap, to answer that. Cardboard Nerd, those people will move on when the next hype train comes, so don't worry about them. Far Cards, window shopping. I do a lot of window shopping. I do buy, but I do a lot of window shopping. Also, I have every confidence that if I'm unhappy with the cards and I get rid of them, it's just helps me out. And half the time, cards are not up to my standards. So I kind of go into it knowing that, like, I'm most likely not going to be happy with this card and I'm going to sell it for 10, 20% more than what I paid for it. And not only recoup what I had, but also a little on top. Turtle, I don't know about you, but kind of things I couldn't have as a kid. Could be the same with modern Pokemon scarcity in 20 years. Potentially. Crazy Star, how we doing? John's Adventures, my beautiful handmade brother. Yo, it's good. Buy what you like. Yeah, that's some real shit right there. Real Tech Geek, you're going to get any vintage graded Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I want to get into Yu-Gi-Oh. Obviously, I'm too deep into Pokemon right now to even think about it. The scary thing is hearing how confident you are. We know it's only going to go up. We don't know that. This is a cycle, just like every other market. It will come down. Maybe not immediately, and maybe. Dude, you could be 100% right. You could be 100% right. Maybe I'm just taking too big of a risk, man. It's too big of a risk, man. I am going to get burned. I like the stream, not for my pleasure, not for I love that you do that, but for your legendary pleasure. I love that you do that. Oh, that's horrible. That's horrible. Dogs are not food. Let's see. Bought 10K in comments, hoping to be a billionaire tomorrow. That's great. How often do you recommend requesting a credit line increase? When shit gets crazier in this hobby. That's pretty much it. Like, I don't need it for anything other than collecting. Dude, this guy was crazy with the furniture sales. I'm not kidding you. Imagine telling our grandkids we didn't meet on Tinder or cafe, but because we sweet streamer brought us together on a live stream. Cardboard nerd. Just bought some Star Wars Chrome. Nice. A little something different. A little something different. Fave fragrance. Polo Blue. I don't even wear fragrances anymore, guys. I'm committed. Oh, finally got to the bottom of a fucking stream. Thank God. Thank God. Bro, today was crazy for me. I went to GameStop to pick up my credit card. It was the Umbreon from what? Credit card. I think you mean something else. Dylan, speaking of tag teams, what about Japanese exclusive rainbows and full arts? Again, it's not all about low pop. It needs to be popular. It needs to be popular, right? I try to go after only the most popular Pokemon. You a whatnot guy. They wanted to make me a whatnot guy. And I wanted to do it. It was something new. It's something that I think I would have probably made a shitload of money doing. But in the same light, I wouldn't have ever slept well on it. And it would be a breach of ethics. And I'm not the most ethical motherfucker, right? I really am not. I've done plenty of shitty things in my lifetime that I regret. But in this hobby, people are going to hold you accountable. And if I'm a whatnot person, I'm literally only in it for the money. I mean, really, I'm only in it for the money. It's not going to turn out well. My following is not going to be impressed by that. And if they are, they're the wrong following for me. I'm sorry, Saturn. I'm sorry. But I'm keeping up with it now. What's your opinion on the McDonald Pikachu Black Label going for 21K? Stupid. Stupid. Crazy. But also not shocking. People pay crazy money for Black Labels. What do you think about popular cards with lower pops /10 gem rates in JP than English? I think they're dope. I think they're really dope. But you'd have to be more specific with the cards because there's so much out there. Like Japanese-wise, there are so many Japanese exclusive Pikachus. It would blow your mind if you knew how many Japanese exclusive Pikachus there are out there. There's no way you could ever keep up. If you go down that like for me, if I go down the Japanese rabbit hole, no way I could keep up. Saturn, what's your favorite Pokemon? Bro, probably Rayquaza. I'm a big Dragon fan. Charizard probably coming after that. Then maybe Pikachu, then maybe Gengar. Basic shit. Because I'm a basic bitch. I really want the Japanese Game Boy promo cards from Japan. Those are pretty sick. The Game Boy promos are cool. The Charizard, Blasty, Venusaur, the Lugia. Those are cool. I actually have one. Down here, I got my Japanese Charizard promo, which a subscriber sent that to me, and we got it graded. It got an 8. Notorious Absolute Dummies. My buddy does Weiss. Sometimes we go into random streams when we're in VC, just buying random shit. Basically robbing cards and whatnot streams. Mainly Pokemon. I copped 10 packs of McDonald's Pikachus when they first dropped. Question is, do I rip and submit or keep sealed? I would submit them. I would grade that stuff. That's just me. I imagine a lot of people are going to be sending to Beckett. Most of Moderns are going to crash. One would think. What are your thoughts on popular Pokemon 3 to 5 years out? I think there's going to be a shift others than Mew, Pikazard. Nearly all the girls I know who buy Pokemon love Mouse Pokey. I think the OGs are always going to be popular. People are always going to be basic with those, just like me. I am not unique in that respect. Would you ever collect the ponchos? I like the Ray ponchos. Saturn, I draw dragons all the time. I used to draw a ton. Crazy Star, what's good? John's Adventures, goodbye, my sweet Orion. Goodbye, my lover. You've been the one for me on the stream. Goodbye, my beautiful Pokemon collector. I hope you have plenty of fish today on the stream. Until next time. Are you doing business? Not a taco. I'm relieved. You are born for streaming. Yeah, I appreciate that. Dylan, you think rainbows will ever have their day? Dude, rainbows are weird, right? They're never going to get the appreciation they probably deserve. I don't care for the Sword and Shield ones. I think they're ugly, but the Sun and Moon ones are beautiful in person. I like the Sun and Moon ones a lot. I also like the Sword and Shield ones. Any of the 10s that I got, I kept. A lot of the new carries in Pokemon look dumb as hell. That's why the OGs stay big. Just true. Nico Suave, you got some fire right there. Respect. Appreciate you. Danimals, I'm not trying to harsh your Mel. I know you're not. You're being critical, and a real friend is going to be critical. And that, that scares me, bro. Like, sure, I'll admit it's a little bit scary, but I have no choice. Mentally, you have to fucking be strong with this shit. You cannot mentally crumble under pressure, especially with kids, wife, family. And with that being said, maybe you shouldn't have made those decisions in the first place. But that's not where we're at. We've already made the decisions we've made. Now, how are you going to figure it out? How are you going to fix it? That's the stage that I'm in mentally. But like, bro, I don't hold it against you at all. Sure, it might bother me a little bit, but I've always been bothered by people's negative opinions of anything that I do, and I think that's a natural defensive reaction. But it's good to be critical of me, and you guys, it's good for you to hold me accountable as well. But anyways, I'm not trying to harsh your mellow. You should do what makes you happy. I just think having a bit of caution can go a long way. An ounce of prevention is worth more than a pound of cure. It's 100% right, bro. And honestly, I respect you for calling it how it is. I have a theory Pokemon has been holding on with releasing booster box reprints and flood the market for holiday season. What do you think? That's tin hat conspiracy stuff, but I think Pokemon could print a lot more than they have. I think they are holding off. Best vintage Charizard? I think when I bought the Crystal Charizard in a 10, I was like, yeah, this is the best Charizard ever. People's worlds are going to be rocked when this card surpasses the first edition Charizard because it's the Skyridge Zard, and it's better in every way. But I'm going to say the first edition Charizard is still hands down the best Charizard of all time. Each generation seems to hate what the next generation loves. It's true. We're all different. We all like different shit. Rainbows are nice. Some of my fave in the game. Ryan hates me and didn't want to sell me his Blaziken. This is Danimals, dude. I was like wondering who this was. Bro, I feel so bad now. Now I feel terrible. I'm just going to look at my recent vintage pickups today and just sulk. Brother, I should have sold you the Blaziken. But I don't like people telling me what cards are worth. I'll tell you right now, I don't like being bullied on eBay. When people try and tell me what something is worth, I will go out of my way and wait to sell it to someone who will pay a higher price, even if it's $5 more. And I will probably regret not selling you that Blaziken till the end of my days. But yeah, that's it. It is what it is. It is what it is. If I can ever make it up to you, I will try and make it up to you. Also, you had a sick fire red leaf green Gengar that I fucking like really want that shit. You probably sold it by now. Definitely sold it by now. Gen 10 about to bring the whole bunch of new cool Pokemon. Can't wait. Gonna hop off to sleep. You would think, yeah, we're coming up on 2 hours. It's 3 in the morning on the fucking East Coast. Crazy, guys. What a great stream, though. Holy shit, y'all kept me on my fucking toes. What happened to the game that basically copied Palmon? Dude, that shit went crazy. I don't own crypto. I have a heavy position in a stock called QuantumScape, though. They're developing a solid-state battery. They just put it in a Ducati that performed incredibly well. I am more bullish on the company. If we're going to talk stocks, QuantumScape. I'm more bullish on that company than anything else right now. Fuck Pokemon. I should be dumping into that company, but I already have like 150 grand in it. I'm not touching that until it starts moving up. I'll buy it on the way up like a shitty investor would. But it's been 5 years, so it's about goddamn time. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about QuantumScape until I've broken even and started making money on that shit, because I feel like a dumbass for investing so much in that company. Less yapping, more twerking, please. I used to like collecting shoes. We built our 10 collection to almost 100K. I keep one of everything I grade in a 10. I have trouble consolidating. You'd think some cards are too cheap to keep in a 10. We have about 150 10s. Nice. Dude, you can't go wrong with 10s. It's hard for me to let go too. And that's the thing. I don't have the strategy of holding Pokemon. I just don't like selling my shit. I like genuinely hate selling stuff, but I have to. Grading myself has really helped build a collection. Always sell the duplicates. The duplicates take some time to move, particularly the 9s. They take some time to move, but they always eventually move. Yeah, dude, I would be broke. I couldn't have had the collection I have without grading. I'm so glad I started grading. I just wish I would have started grading sooner. Austin, I want to start going back and collecting my favorite Neo or e-reader cards in 9 and 10. Was it better buy long term, or do you think you can't go wrong with either? I think 9s kind of have more value. One, they're more budget friendly. They're less risky. I mean, they're really way less risky, because, dude, there's nothing worse than buying a 10 that like fucking doesn't deserve to be a 10. There's nothing worse. I mean, even if you sell it to someone else, you feel like a piece of shit selling it to someone else. You're like, fuck, I'm selling literally a card that is probably a 9 or an 8 at best, and I'm making money off of it too. So, whereas 9s have a lot of potential growth. They're super liquid, I feel like, for vintage, right? Modern 9s are not liquid for shit. What did you pay per stock of QS? I don't even want to say. I don't even want to say what I paid for QS, because it's embarrassing. I was buying into this company because I thought it was revolutionary in like the 50s, bro. And then the 40s, and then the 30s. My average is $15 a share. The stock is like at like 8 or 9 right now, which it was at 4 at one point. It was bad. And I wish, bro, if I would have just put in like another 20K into this stock when it was 4, I would be right where I need to be right now. I might even have broken even already. And it had a huge pop off recently. I was 5K away from break even. And I kind of like, there's part of me that wishes I would have sold to have all that liquidity back. What I could have done with 100 and 45,000 in Pokemon. What I could have done with that. I also could have paid off most of my house with that. But whatever. That's not what I did. And it's not what I'm doing. We're waiting. We're going to hold out. Hopefully it'll be a good little retirement nest egg thing. I'm still afraid of grading. I always find something to the point where I can't imagine anybody sees a card and thinks it's a 10. I see a dot there, a scratch there, an offset. Bro, same. Dude, it's tough finding stuff to grade, especially because everybody's doing it now. Super competitive. Yeah, I still trade it. It's an amazing card, but again, I'm not about keeping cards that are worth so much. Dude, and you and me both know that card was fucking worth keeping, though. That Fire Red Leaf Green Gengar is so dope, bro. And honestly, I was looking at your listing and I was like, Ryan, you should fucking buy this off of him because this is going to go up. And I always kind of felt like recently that the Gengar cards were undervalued. And so when the Gengar tax started to occur, I was like, bro, you fucking missed the boat. Like, you should have been buying Gengar. You could have been in on this. But and yes, I was heavy into tag teams because I knew that I was going to miss the boat if I didn't get them when I was going to get them. And I still kind of consider tag teams like slightly vintage. And also the pops are lower, way lower on tag teams. They make sense. Now the promos are questionable because really like the thing with those is that it was just fucking shitty quality in the boxes. That's why those were so fucking tough to get a 10 on. But yeah, I like the tag teams, but it doesn't mean that I didn't appreciate vintage any more, right? Like I just have to pick and choose my battles. And I could buy a ton of tag teams for the same price I would buy one nice vintage card. Just OT. So cringe. Cool story, bro. Nobody cares. Notorious. Do you think vintage PSA 9 Japanese cards will be hard to move in the future if I want to sell? Dude, vintage Japanese, it's not as popular. Now, we had a time not so long ago where everything Japanese was getting more popular than English. I don't know what happened. I'm not big into Japanese. I can't claim to say I know what was going on. But all of a sudden, nobody cares about Japanese. I'm just an idiot who likes English. It's not that I don't like Japanese. I was actually kind of shocked that, like, because there's every reason to want Japanese more. Better card quality, better value. Literally, today in the store, there was a $5 Japanese mid-era Infernape. It was like a plasma something Infernape. I don't know what the set was. Beautiful. Perfect centering, perfect clean back. Would have graded a PSA 10. It was $5 card. Nobody was touching that thing. One of the shop people showed it to me and they're like, Orion, like, I know you like grading. Like, this card is actually like, this is like a guaranteed 10. Problem is, who is going to buy that from me? I don't know. I don't know that market well. Japanese makes more sense, but you got to be in that market and know what the fuck you're doing. The Biz, Austin, thanks for the insight. Now, set-wise, do you think long-term e-readers and Neo sets will be a better play, or is it another situation where you can't go wrong with either because they're vintage? E-readers are really popular. Neo is those sets are really good. I don't think you can go wrong with either. Sean, I still have some. Bro, you're all over the place, Sean. But if they're old vintage cards, hold on to them. They're cool. Okay? They're special, especially if it's from your childhood. All that crap are great fire starters. Solid. Alakazam's goated. Incognito, economic crash in Japan. Everyone stopped buying Pokemon and moved to One Piece. Leveling out. Yeah, people are big on that One Piece. Anigo, is there any mid-vintage booster box that doesn't cross your mind at all to buy? That doesn't or does? Bro, if I could afford somehow to buy all the vintage older mid-era boxes, like, I would love to have one of everything for historical purposes, But I'll just, for now, we're going to buy the cards that represent the sets. Ryan, what's your favorite cards from Neo Discovery, and would you buy any in a 10? Neo Discovery Umbreon. Neo Discovery Umbreon is probably my favorite card in that set. Beyond just the fact that it's Umbreon, like, bro, I picked this one up for the shop. I sold everything that I bought with it, so this card's basically free. But this is just my 6. Bro, this is such a beautiful card, right? How can you not like this card? I get that Umbreon, like some of my friends think the Umbreon looks kind of goofy. How does this not look badass? Tell me how the fuck this looks goofy. This does not look goofy. Anyways, this is a 6, and I fucking kept it because I sold everything that I picked up in that lot, and this was basically just a free little vintage Umbreon. Even in a 6, this card's fucking sick, bro. It's fucking sick, bro. And, like, the front is really clean for being a 6, honestly. Anyways, this in first edition PSA 10 or a 9, fire, bro. Absolutely fire. Yeah, we got a lot of 6s, unfortunately. We got a lot of 6s. It's a bummer. A lot of 6s and 7s. It's a bummer. Butt Sauce, Ryan, what's your favorite cards from Neo Discovery? Would you? Oh yeah, we got that. Cardboard Gorman. I could see Rayquaza going up there because of the Mega Ray, dude, for sure, for sure. And Mega Ray is like probably my favorite Mega. And I'm not even huge on the Mega Ray, but those mid-era Mega Rays are sick. Dude, the Dragons Exalted Rayquaza, Dark Explorers Groudon. Bro, I need those full arts back in my life. I need those in 10s. Not even in 10s. Those would be dope to have in 9s. But I just wish I didn't sell my 8s and 9s from way back. I'm planning to look for Japanese, the same cards I like in English. That's a good strategy. And honestly, if you're going for the art, it makes no difference. It's all the same. I can't believe how many people kept up with the stream at this time of night, guys. I got no Diet Coke left. I'm running on E. And I haven't eaten shit. I just worked a long, fucking strenuous ass bartending shift. I'm fucking assuming Goddles incompetent supplies to okay, I can't read that. But good for you, Michelangelo. Good for you, bro. Fucking math and that shit. I did terrible in math in school. Where are you sitting with your sealed in relation to that solid 92% offer you got way back when? I'm way up on that offer, right? And I knew that was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. And like the shop has no regret. They have so much inventory. They're fine. They're no regret. But I think they fucked up not just paying me what I wanted for all of my Scarlet Violet stuff. It was $33K. They were going to get cases on cases of Scarlet Violet, which those sets are probably more like around at least 40 on the low end right now. Yeah, I'm glad that didn't work out. But, you know, in hindsight, also, if I would have had the money, we would have bought the wrong house maybe. Whereas not selling that product the way I wanted to forced me to continue saving money, but also meant that I didn't buy the vintage cards I wanted sooner. It's all fucked up, bro. It's all fucked up. I want to get out of sealed. I'll keep saying that I want to get out of sealed, but I also know that being lazy is going to pay. So we just keep on waiting. We keep on waiting, and I keep on raising the prices. But yeah, I don't know the exact number on the Scarlet Violet stuff. I just know it's way more than what they originally offered me. Also, 90% was such a good offer. A lot of people argued at that time that I was a fucking dumbass for not taking that. And I kind of wish I took it because it would have unloaded that stuff. I would have had more capital. Yeah, dude, I lost some huge opportunities on vintage cards. And now I'm trying to play catch up because I made the wrong choices. I still have all of it. All of it, bro. My whole closet. I still have all of it. Bro, hold up. Oh, fuck. Fuck me. Bro, we still got all of it. Fucking Oh, look, I'm like Rudy. Oh, look at my booster boxes. Fucking shit's lame as fuck. I'm tired of seeing it. Tired of seeing it. Everyone's trying to emulate. And that's why, yeah, I wish I would have been more into just going after the cards I liked, because shit's lame. And there's one guy who keeps asking me, he's one of the, so I've like known this guy since I got back in the hobby basically. And he's like, hey man, you trying to get out of sealed? And it's like, I know you want to buy all my stuff for like market or slightly under market. You and me both know that like selling a bunch of sealed for market right now, it's not the smart move. Being lazy is so much easier. And also, because I dug myself in a hole on all these expensive cards, I can't, like, I want to fire sell this stuff. I need to, but also like at $1,000 a box potentially in the future, right? Battle Styles is like now, I don't know, 250, 300 a box. I've got like 70, 80 boxes of Battle Styles still. I mean, like, bro, once that hits 1,000 a box, right? That's gonna be crazy. And I know it's like Battle Styles, $1,000 a box, but bro, you got that Tyranitar alt art, the Empoleon alt art. Battle Styles is pretty sick, honestly. You got all the Urshifu's sick. It's just so much easier to be lazy. And that's why probably buying more sealed product would be smart and would work, but it's not going to make me happy. It's not going to give me fulfillment. So I'm like perpetually just sitting on all the old stuff that I bought and not increasing that position at all. Karen Zumbreon's sick. John, how we doing? Go buy my Groudon PSA 9. You got a Dark Explorer's Groudon on ZNG? Is it clean? Bro, Groudon from Dark EX is a myth. Not even something that's buyable. It's not even something. Bro, I remember the 10 was 2K, and I told my buddy, I was like, I'm going to buy the 10. He's like, 2,000 for a full art? And I'm like, bro, don't shit on my Dark Explorer's Groudon. That is like, that. I'm pretty sure that is the best Groudon card ever. Like, not the other, what is it? The Crisis Groudon and the Kyogre. Those are like the really hot ones. They're like kind of mid-era modern. No, Dark Explorer's Groudon, Dragon's Exalted Rayquaza. And honestly, the Kyogre too. Honestly, you can't not get the Kyogre. Like, right? I know I'm not mentioning the Kyogre, but bro, the Groudon full art, the Kyogre full art, and the Ray full art, iconic to have those three together. Man, dude. Yeah, it might not be attainable now, but there was a time. There was a time. It was like 2K and a 10, and there was like none of them in existence. Still probably aren't any, because honestly, a 9 is good though. The quality of those was so bad. A 9 is great. So if there's a 9 out there, I might have to go check that out. It's way more affordable. I'm not big on the new Pokemon games at all. I'm gonna be honest with you. You look like Felix from Stray Kids. Somebody else said that a while ago. Aza fan. Orion, what are these cards you say you have on the way? I know one is Shining Raichu. Bro, don't spill the beans. You'll see. You'll see on Monday. I'm so excited. They're so good. They're so iconic. It's going to be great. And I'm already up. I'm up on both of them already. And that's the thing. They're taking so long to get here that they're literally almost appreciating or getting inflated as they're on the way here. One of them's up 1,000. The other one is up several thousand. It's actually kind of wild. And I'm hoping that this is a clean. I hope these are clean, guys. I don't want to resell these. I will resell them if I have to, but I don't want to. I hope they're clean. Been lucky to grade most of the big Sword and Shield arts. Same, dude. Sword and Shield was like, yo, Evolving Skies was kind of good quality. all of my like alt arts, all the alt arts I picked up at shows, they all got 10s. Like there's no cap there. Like literally Sylveon, pretty much Sylveon V, Glaceon V, those are the only ones, and Rayquaza V. Those are the only ones pretty much I couldn't get 10s on. I got so lucky on all those though. Those are booming too. I like those for the nostalgia of like when COVID era, when like Evolving Skies was so hype. I like those purely, like, I don't even like the art that much. I just like the fact that like it's reminiscent of a time where everyone was like, oh my God, I have to have the evolutions. They're not even that good, but they're hype. Investing's boring. Buying singles is overwhelming. There's too much to buy. There is. Dude, new collectors, I'm sure, are just like, fuck. You know, like, where do I even start? When was the first time you had a beer? Probably when I was like 15 or 16, like a natty light with my lacrosse bros who were just fucking, honestly, the worst friends in the world. Like, honestly. How much Evolving Skies boxes you have left? Bro, fuck, bro. I bought all my Evolving Skies at $150 a box. I sold a couple of them, like 5 of them for like the 600, 700, 800 area. I have 7 left. I have the one that's right there behind me. It's on display. And then I have a full sealed case. So I have 7 boxes left. So I could see that set hitting 10K. I could literally see the box hitting 10K. Mainly because people are always going to open it. It's always going to be a super COVID boom nostalgic set. And it's got Rayquaza on it. And it's got all the evolutions. It's a goated, terrible set to open. Great set for people to invest in. Yeah, I could see some crazy, stupid numbers on those. Really. Man, Fusion Strike has to be my biggest regret. Fusion and Chilling. I know I've brought it up many times. I've talked about it. Like if you were gonna do it, Orion, you would have done it. You know the reason I didn't buy Fusion and Chilling is because when I talked about buying them, like I liked the color of the boxes. I liked that Fusion was pink, that nice pastel pink, and I liked that Chilling had that nice light blue. Like, I hate how boring the Scarlet Violet era boxes are. Like, bring colors back to the boxes, please. Anyways, literally based off of that, the Mew, I didn't even like the Gengar in Fusion, but it had the Mew and the Mew VMAX, which I thought were so sick. Literally based off of that, and then Chilling Reign had Blaziken VMAX, I was so convinced that the set was more valuable than it was on the market, right? It was like $80 a box, right? I was so convinced it was so much more value than that because it had Blaziken VMAX. And really, I'm just a Blaziken fanboy. I have such regret there. I have such regret there. And I'm not saying that I would have sold a lot of those boxes because I probably wouldn't have. Those would have been super long-term holds. Now, I still feel really good about Battle Styles for that reason. I like Battle Styles. I think it's a pretty well-rounded set. And it's an early set, which means it's aging very quickly right now, right? Sword and Shield, out of print. Scarlet Violet, gonna be out of print. Like, we're in the Mega era now. Soon we'll be in the mid-Mega era, and Battle Styles is gonna be looking really old. My theory on that was like, not only are there good cards in this set, and people hate it, but I can't go back in time for Fusion and Chilling. This is the same thing with Battle Styles. Yes, it's not as hot, it's not as popular. The alt arts are not as popular. But I could get into it at 100 to 115 a box. And that was very similar. In a time where boxes were getting so expensive, that was very, very similar to those $80, $90 price points. And so for me, it was like, this is going to double for sure. Problem with that mentality is that had I done what I'm doing now with vintage with that money that I spent on battle styles, would have done just as well or even better. Would have had probably way more liquidity too. Would have had way more liquid, way more badass cards. Fucking battle styles. I don't know, like, some of the people know this, but I actually had a nightmare about battle styles. I had a nightmare that I had so much battle styles. I can't remember what it, like, I don't remember exactly what the dream was, if I was, like, drowning in battle styles. But I definitely had, like, second thoughts about that investment, and it was for science. I literally told everybody, I was like, this is just going to see what happens with sealed. And the main argument was like, Orion, that's just not a popular set, so it's not going to do as well. And like, that was kind of true. Battle Styles definitely underperformed compared to a lot of other sets that I could have spent money on and spent a little more money on that would have performed a lot better at that time. But whatever. $2,300? Wow. $2,300. It sounds like it's his copy too that's on there. It's a mad collection on the shelf. Do most of those vintage boxes still have the original packs? No. It's all display. And even the empty boxes are expensive, y'all. It took me forever to find a clean EX Deoxys box. I know that sounds lame, but I still don't have them all. I don't have the, I don't think I have EX Dragon. I don't think I have EX Dragon. No, I don't have EX Dragon. I don't have that one. I played lacrosse and feel the same. Lacrosse was cool. There was a lot of cool guys, but a lot of them were just douchebags that honestly were just like fucking, what's the right word? Intolerable. Intolerable douchebags. Nah. Maybe someday, 1 mil. Maybe someday. I got an OG series Yu-Gi-Oh stack. What's your best card, my guy? My most expensive card is probably my first edition base set Charizard and a PSA 9. Actually, it's probably the Skyridge Zard in a 10. That one might be worth more now. No, I think the first dead's probably still worth more. I think the Gengar, which I paid $25 for, I think that's worth more than all of them. I really do. The pop is super low. Gengar is sick. Skyridge is the best. So I think that one is going to end up making Charizard look bad. But we'll see. We'll see. Right now, 25 is the cap. I bought at 25. I literally bought at the peak. That was not a smart decision. But we did it anyways. And we're rolling with the punches. And I may or may not end up getting into a 9 instead. So we'll put that out there. I love the 10. I want to hold on to it ideally. But I'm looking at 9s because it's a lot of money even right now. Gengar is going to be very sneaky with the price increases, right? Like, very sneaky. Like, I feel like it's right there with Skyridge Charizard, and the pop is half. Is Gengar really that less popular than Charizard? I think not. I see a $50,000 card. Even if other people don't see that, I see it. If that card sold, if that card had an auction overnight that was 30 or 35, like someone just did it. Someone went crazy on another copy that hit the market that was freshly graded. I'd be like, yeah, I saw that one coming. I saw it coming. Could I see a cheaper auction coming too? Sure. I could see it being like 22, 23, but going that much further below that, I couldn't see it. Anyways, dude, the Sabrina's Gengar is so good. I still think that one's kind of fair at like 15, 16. I really want that one in a 10. I have it in a 9, which I traded some modern slabs for. How do you know it's not fake? I just know, brother. I've been around cards long enough. I just know. If it sells for 45 or so, would you downgrade, get your money back, get a 9 for free? Because that's true collecting. That money can go to more cards. It's not going to do that very quickly, but I would definitely consider it big time. If it jumped that much and somebody was overpaying that much for a 10, that kind of craziness, I would have to be happy with a 9 and probably let it go. But that's on some sellout shit, right? We're going to try not to do that. Even if I buy another 9, just to compare the two and kind of show the differences, how minute the differences can be from a 10 and a 9 of a card of that stature, I very well may end up owning 2 Skyridge Gengars. I might start just collecting Skyridge Gengars. I love that card. I think it's beautiful. I put it off for way too long, and now I'm being a fucking idiot, and I'm buying it for way too much, but I still believe in it, and I still think it's worth it. Maybe not worth it for what it's going for right now, but as long as the market stays where it's at and it's stable, that's fine with me. This is weird. Bro's going crazy. We are not ripping anything tonight. I just wanted to do our first ever weekend stream. And honestly, because I was bartending all night and we started this stream so late, I think that's why, I don't know. I feel like the stream was good. We covered a lot, but I expected a much larger engagement and a much larger turnout. And I think that has to do with the fact that I started it so super late. Like, only people on the West Coast I feel like are up right now, whereas people on the East Coast are like, dude, bro, they're dead asleep, bro. It's 2 in the morning, right? It's 3 in the morning right now. People are fucking sleeping on the East Coast. So if I can do, maybe we'll do a stream tomorrow. Fuck it, we'll just do a stream tomorrow, and we'll do it earlier in the night. And I think it'll be better. And also for Saturday nights, doing them earlier, I think would be better. Yo, we got Chicago. We're still up at 3 in the morning. But, yeah, guys. Yeah, exactly. West Coast is like, it's just now hitting midnight. Yo, we're here from Chicago. We're up late. Yeah, these are my night owls, right? We're fucking nocturnal out here. Yeah. Toby, definitely with a low key creepy vibe, bro. Just people are like, you get the weirdest people popping into streams. But yo, for me, it is far past my bedtime, guys. This has been a crazy. I know, and I am glad that I could be here for you guys in these trying times on the couch. But I need to go decompress on the couch because I worked my ass off tonight. And I fucking did the stream, and I've got cards I need to list that I just picked up from the shop. I've got stuff I need to do. So I gotta peace out here. Penny literally copy and pasted this from earlier. Yo, Trapinch. Yo, what's good? I love that name, by the way. I love that. Trapinch. It's fucking sick. But yo, I'll see you guys next stream tomorrow night. We'll probably do a stream tomorrow. I'll probably try and drop a video. I don't know. So we'll see what happens. I appreciate you guys. Keep it real. Join the fucking Discord. If you want to talk shit and talk Pokemon, join the Discord. We're a small Discord, but I pride myself in the fact that we have a small Discord. It's like actually like a pretty cool little community. And we bounce ideas around on there. Anyways, peace out, everybody. Appreciate you. Goodbye, random guy. We'll never see you again. Bro, just subscribe. Pop out to the streams. It's a good time. Bro, it's in the description. It's in the description below. Peace. Everybody have a great night.